don't know if you can see this or not, but it's hailing. Well, here we are, another update on the house. Everything is coming together. I wanted to show you this space. As you can see behind me, insulation is in and it's looking good. So now that this place is insulated, we've been able to keep the temperature up. Temperature outside is starting to drop. This weekend is the first weekend we're gonna have our big snowstorm. We're supposed to get 2 to 5 inches of snow, but we'll see what happens. Right now it's raining outside, but later this afternoon it'll turn to snow and it'll be our first snowfall, which will be great. But even better is we have our insulation in up above, which is great, keeping the house nice and warm. The space is starting to come together. The other thing you can see behind me here, the sheetrock is here, so this whole space will be sheetrock this week, and we'll start to do the finishing. We've passed our electrical, plumbing, framing, and insulation inspections. So now that we've passed all of those, now we can move on to actually finishing. Right behind me here, we carried this in this morning. It's about a half a mile linear of pine board that's going to go on the ceiling in here, the walls, and a couple other places around the house. So kind of a cool project, but man, that stuff is heavy. So this week we'll get that stuff up on the ceiling, we'll get it on the walls, and it'll start coming together. Behind me here you can see our fireplace has been put together and ready to go. Hearth and mantle are all ready to go. We got this installed here, which is pretty cool. A nice pine log, which will actually match our log on the ceiling. It's currently being milled. I got a chance to go to the factory a week ago and pick out the log, and they're working on it right now. They're going to mill it down and put it up top, and that beam that we installed, the microlam, if you remember that, this used to be a flat ceiling. We put the microlam in to raise it up. Well, that beam is going to come in and get installed, and then we'll have 2 ceiling fans that'll get mounted where the wires are coming out, and that part will be finished. So next update you'll see from here, hopefully we'll have the rest of the insulation in and the ceiling up. Let's take a walk around the rest of the house, and I'll show you kind of some of the other updates. Now, one thing you'll notice is all of the windows are foggy. It's because we have the plastic on all of them, so we're putting in the plastic around the entire house, sealing everything up. We'll get it up on the ceiling here. But the reason why you put that plastic on is a vapor barrier between your insulation and inside of the house. Helps keep everything moisture-wise and heating-wise in check. This is all built so this mesh material will actually get installed on the outside of this wood, and then we have stone that goes all the way from floor to ceiling in here, and then we'll have a big stone piece down on the bottom here, which will be a great place to sit in front of the fire. Our Durarock is here. What you use this for is the tile work in the bathrooms and around the showers. So that'll be going up. So ceilings have been installed, and we're actually started hanging sheetrock. Here's just the guest bedroom. So in these types of spaces, what we're going to end up doing is we'll have a ceiling fan with a light on the ceiling, probably a lighter color wall, pine trim around the windows and the doors. We're going to have solid core doors. And one of the other things that's really important is, if you hear, the walls are really hard and dense. The reason why, let me show you on this side. Sorry, it's going to be kind of dark in here. But we're putting in a sound deadening material and insulation between all the bedroom walls to kind of keep it quiet. One of the most important things for us is keeping it nice and quiet up here, and by putting in that sound deadening, it one separates the rooms out, but two, give you an example, like the kids' room versus the great room, they're back to each other. Well, if we have people here entertaining and the kids go to bed early, that sound deadening material will help keep it quiet in the house. But the other thing is it also insulates the walls, so it'll help keep the heat in the house too. So it's kind of an extra level of insulation that we're putting in. So our ceilings are up here in the bathroom. This is that solar light that we've been working on. So this will be a light basically. So it captures the sunlight and shoots down in the room. So the light looks like it's on. Tub is in. Like I said, this will all be rocked in here on this side. Sheetrock will come on this side here. Our toilet spots and our vanity spots are in. And everything's really coming together. The master bedroom, ceilings are up. These wires hanging from the ceiling here are actually speakers. We're wiring the whole house for audio sound, which will be nice. You can listen to our podcasts and everything else. I like to listen to Garden Fork Radio. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out on iTunes. My buddy Eric does that show, and it's awesome. I've been a guest a couple times on it, but he's got a lot of great topics. Here's the ceilings in here. Those are up. The walls in here will be up shortly. We're getting our plastic here on the walls, and that's coming together. So the ceiling is up in here. There'll be 4 can lights, so 2 on this side, 2 on that side. This right here will be just a standard ceiling fan with no light on it. That's the smoke detector. But all of this has turned out really well. I got a little surprise I'm doing in the corner here. I've always wanted a little potbelly stove, so what I had him do is install a chimney up there, and then we're going to do some woodwork along the top here, and then stonework, and then on the bottom have a base that's kind of stone, and there will be a little black potbelly stove kind of in the corner, which will be a nice way to keep this room heated. Again, same thing up on the ceiling here. We've got one here and one there. Those are speaker wires for in-ceiling speakers, so we have some audio out here. And all this space has been insulated. We just got to get our plastic down on the walls. And so the walls in the sunroom here all the way around will be pine board, and then we'll have tile floors down. This is that insulation, by the way, that we put in. It's the same thing. It's a regular R13 insulation, but it's super dense, which basically makes it, sound deadening. So as you can see, like I showed in the other video, this is what regular insulation looks like. And see that stuff up on the top up there? That's what it's called denim insulation. But all these walls all the way down and all the way around will all be that denim material. All the outside walls will be regular insulation, because I'm not really too concerned about sound deadening the outside, considering we're in the middle of nowhere. One other thing point out is we're about mid-November and it's deer season, so we're using the scaffolding this weekend as a hanging rack for the clothes for hunting season. But it's hunting season out on the homestead here, so it'll be deer weekend starting tomorrow all the way through till after Thanksgiving. We plan on working probably 2 or 3 days up here this week, and then take some time off for Thanksgiving and then pick it up after that. Still on pace to hopefully be done by December. That'll be a big hope. Nice thing is, outside we got a lot of the stuff fixed up out there. The soffit and fascia is done. We got a little deck on the back of the house, which turned out really well. It's temporary right now, but we'll be replacing it in the springtime. So just wanted to kind of give you a quick update of what's going on up here, and it's coming together. A lot of work, but definitely worthwhile. I wanted to show you back here, right behind me and all the way around. That's where our soffit and fascia is all in. So we're getting ready to put gutters on, hopefully here. Talking to a company about possibly even doing it yet this year in the next couple of weeks. Behind me here, this is our temporary deck. This is not what it'll look like in the future, but we needed to put something up. This is how it'll be until we get through till April of next year. Then April, this temporary stuff that we salvaged out of the barn up top will get taken off, and then this will be a cedar deck on the back here, 6 foot wide staircase, and then deck area will have a little spot for the grill and everything else. But that chimney back there was added this week. This is the chimney for the fireplace, so the little wood stove in the sunroom. So here's the sunroom on the back. Project is coming together really, really well. Been a lot of hard work and a lot of long weekends. I am very tired constantly. Yesterday ended up coming up here in the evening, and then had to drive down to the home improvement store and drop off all of our returns and pick up all of our purchases before all this rain and snow came. So we got that all transferred up here. So now we've got our next load of stuff in the garage for finishing the house, plus we got our pine board and our sheetrock and everything else showed up this week. So it's been a lot of just shipments in and out and materials coming in, and then once something's done, get it out and get room for the next thing. In the next couple of weeks, you'll see us finishing the sheetrock. You'll see us finishing the ceilings with the pine board and the walls with the pine board. We'll have the tile getting done here in the next couple of weeks. The bathroom's kind of buttoning up. My hope is to have 2 functioning bathrooms and all of the walls and all the finish work done other than the trim by Christmas Day. So we've got about 30 days left to go. We'll see what happens. So it's going to be a long process. We only got probably 5 weeks to go, but hopefully everything will come together. Everybody up here is working really hard, nonstop, morning to night, on trying to get this done. Thanks for coming along for our journey on this. It's been something we've been enjoying sharing. A lot of friends and family have been watching, and you know, all of you out in YouTube land have been watching too, so it's been great. But thank you for all the support and all the positive comments. If you have any suggestions or ideas, make sure you leave them down in the comments down below. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's hailing. Look at the roof. So we have a big thunderstorm coming through. We're about a week away from Thanksgiving. We haven't had any rain or anything like that, but it's hailing right now up at the homestead.